Well, it's very good to see everybody this morning and see folks from the valley as well as our neighbors from down south, from New Mexico, and I do appreciate that. I'm looking forward to getting that perspective too from not only people here in the valley but also down farther south on the Rio Grande in New Mexico. So, looking forward to that, and I appreciate everybody being here this morning. I'm going to just give a real brief overview of where we are in our snowpack. And one of the reasons that we look at snowpack is obviously we want to know how much water we're going to have in the system going forward and how much water we're going to have for the ditches and the diversions that we have up here. But another really important thing that we watch the snowpack for is because of the Rio Grande Compact. And the Rio Grande Compact is, as some of you may know, really depends on the estimation of the water that we're going to have this coming year. And we have to deliver a percentage of that water to the state line for the downstream state's use. And it all depends upon the amount of water that we have up here, because that percentage that we have to deliver to the state line changes based upon how much snowpack and snow water equivalent we have. So I just want to go over this real briefly. These numbers were from yesterday, so they're shouldn't have changed much between today and yesterday, although we do have a snowstorm that's hitting the northern basins right now, and then a snowstorm that's supposed to be coming in starting tomorrow for our basin too. But as you can see, the upper Rio Grande is 111% of normal. We actually are not the lowest in the state, basin in the state, although we have been the lowest up till just a few weeks ago. But we've started getting those snowstorms coming through, and actually we're looking fairly good. So 111%. Every other basin in the state of Colorado is above 100%. So we're looking very good. One of the things that I want to just caution everybody about is these percentages. So these percentages are based upon the last 30 years, so 1990 to 2020. That was a fairly low period for us and for the rest of the state. And so if you compare these percentages to the long-term average, we're actually probably not even to 100% of the long-term average for our basin and for most of the other basins. So just take that into account when you're looking at some of these graphs. So this is the graph of this year. The black line is this year. The green line in the middle there is the 30-year average. And then the blue is the highest and the red is the lowest that we've had on any given day. So we are, like I said, 111% of average. We're looking very good. We were below average just a few weeks ago, significantly below average, and we've gotten those good snowstorms coming through. So looking fairly good. I want to just compare last year to what we are looking at this year. So the purple line there is last year, and obviously we're nowhere close to last year, but we are doing fairly well. And then I want to compare that to 2 years ago, which is the dark green line there. So we are better than 2022, but remember 2022 wasn't a great year. So we are kind of in the middle there. Hopefully we'll have some more storms coming through. We've got some lined up, I think, that will hopefully add to that snowpack this year, and we'll have a decent year. Have a fair amount of water for our diversions up here, and then deliveries to the state line. So speaking of deliveries to the state line, as I mentioned, under the Rio Grande Compact, we have delivery obligations. And so this is what we're looking at right now for this year for the Rio Grande Compact. We have a main stem delivery obligation on the Rio Grande, and this is the main stem delivery obligation. We are looking and estimating right now that we'll have 550,000 acre feet, which is about 86% of the long-term average on the Rio Grande main stem. Of that, we would owe 144,000 acre feet, or about 26% of that, to our state line as far as a compact delivery. And in order to meet that compact delivery, we need to curtail ditches up here and diversions up here and pass that water through. So we are currently looking at the need to curtail about 15% of our water supplies during the irrigation season on the Rio Grande to get that water to the state line. Now, we also have an obligation on the canal system. And on the canal system, which is the Caneos main stem and the Los Pinos and San Antonio rivers, for a portion of the year combined, we're looking at about 87% of that long-term average, or 260,000 acre feet. And if that comes through, we will owe almost 82,000 acre feet to the state line, which is about 31% of that index. And in order to meet that obligation, we are looking at a curtailment of 20% on the canal system. And so we will curtail about 20% of the water. So for instance, if we have 1,000 CFS in the system on any given day, we will bypass 200 CFS of that to get it to the state line. Our water users up here can use 800 CFS of that. So that's kind of how that works. So that's what we're looking at on the canal system. And hopefully we'll be able to hit our delivery obligations under the compact very closely this year. So that's it. I just wanted to give you that real brief update about the snowpack and where we are on the compact. And I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the presentation and the symposium today and all of the panels. So thank you.